Hello my marvellous sausages! Well, a huge swathe of items are heading for the bin in Destiny 2 come Season 19. This is a big change to how things work, so let me tell you exactly what's going on. Planetary materials are basically dead. You'll no longer be able to collect them and stockpile them in your inventory. As of Season 19, we're no longer going to be able to collect microphasic data lattice from Nessus, helium filaments from the moon, Baryan boughs from the Dreaming City, spin metal leaves from the Cosmodrome, glacial starwort from Europa, and dusklight shards from the EDZ. Now, these are not leaving the game entirely, because in Season 19, old Rahul here will exchange his materials, as Guardians may have stacked up loads of them over the years, and it would be unfair for Bungie just to get rid of them all. Instead of getting 10,000 glimmer, like we do now for planetary materials, we'll now only get 5,000. That's as of Season 19. As we get closer to the season's end, it'll be wise to cash in what you've got before the season rolls over to 19, or you're going to lose 50% of what you can get now. Also, if you have less than 20 of an individual planetary material, it's not much, but you may have it. They'll give you 250 glimmer per one of that material. Thanks, Rahul, you stingy git. When Season 19 hits, this will be the only way you can use those materials. So like I said, cash them in before the season starts, but of course, we've still got until roughly December the 6th for this new season to kick in, and you're going to be wanting using these planetary materials when you want to buy upgrade modules and things like that. So it's going to be a little bit of a juggling act as we get closer and closer to the end of the season as when you want to cash in. Now, with planetary materials getting lost, there's going to be other materials that are going to take their place, but these materials are already in the game. So the dark fragments that you can earn in the Dreaming City from chests and missions and the like, the phantasmal fragments from the moon, and the Here Always pieces from Europa, they will be able to be exchanged for glimmer at Master Rahul, but I haven't said what the exchange rate is yet. So the jury is out on how that will work and whether or not it will replace the amount of glimmer you can get using the current planetary material exchange. Looking at the other things that Rahul gives us, the Enhancement prisms and the Ascendant Shards, they currently have a planetary material associated with them to buy, but that will disappear and it will be replaced with legendary shards. Now, to buy an Enhancement prism will cost 10 enhancement cores, 10 legendary shards, which replaces the 25 planetary materials, and 10,000 glimmer. Now, the Ascendant Shards, you know, the biggie golf balls, that's 10 enhancement prisms, 50 legendary shards, which replaces the 100 planetary materials, and 50,000 glimmer. As for the upgrade modules that you can purchase from Banshee and from Ada, their price will remain exactly the same without the planetary materials. So that's 1 enhancement core, 10 legendary shards, and 5,000 glimmer. I'm really glad they haven't increased the price of these, as they're the items I probably buy the most because my upgrading strategy's rubbish. So what I'm noticing here, and probably you are as well, is that legendary shards are about to become a lot more important as of next season. Is that a good thing? Well, they certainly are easier to get as they come from dismantling legendary weapons and armor, but we'll have to see how skint we are by the middle of next season to really know if this is working. Now, with the material exchange of the planetary materials for glimmer essentially coming to an end as well next season, we might find ourselves a little bit short of the old blue stuff, so they're adding extra glimmer rewards for public events. So if you turn a public event heroic, it'll be between 10,000 and 12,500 glimmer as a reward, and a normal event will be 3,300 and 4,645. So it's time to get acquainted with how to turn public events heroic once again, and I do hope they try to spice these events up, as some of them have been around for so long they're very, very stale, and it might cheese a lot of people off, including me, because I'm a bit sick of them, quite frankly. Anyway, other areas that use planetary materials will also see a change. So, in the exotic kiosk in the tower, the planetary material cost will be replaced again with legendary shards, although there's no indication as to what that cost might be. The raid exotics, however, such as Anarchy and Taraba, will remain the same. There will also be some changes to ghost mods as well. The materialism mod for Gambit, Strikes and Crucible are of course completely gonzo because they're all to do with planetary materials. The Bountiful Harvest mod will now have its function tweaked a bit, so now it will give more glimmer from harvesting planetary materials. Now I bet you're thinking, hang on you silly sausage, you said the planetary materials are being binned. Well, the nodes themselves that you find scattered all over the various places will remain. But instead of harvesting and storing that particular resource, you'll now get glimmer and XP, and they also say reputation as well with the planet's vendors, like with the fundamental osmium that you get on Savathun's throne world. However, unlike Finch on the throne world, the older vendors such as Petra, Devrim and Failsafe will not be getting a new reputation system as yet, which means the reputation you get, of course, is a complete and utter waste of time, but Bungie have said they're working on ways to address this in the future, and there is loads of potential there for destination weapon reworks and reputation rewards going forward, so fingers crossed for that. They could be really good. They have also said that Devrim and Failsafe will no longer have rank requirements to purchase the destination armor, the ghosts and the emblems. You can just buy them straight off for 10 legendary shards each. There's that phrase again, legendary shards. Legendary shard mortgages now coming to a system near you. Oh yes, and the sunset weapons that these vendors sell will be removed completely, so you don't accidentally buy them because they're completely pointless. Now there's no word yet on what will be replacing the destination materials goodie box that we get on the season pass. You know, sometimes you get one and you get shed loads of destination materials, but my bet it'll be a mixture maybe of dark fragments, your always pieces, maybe some legendary shards, but we'll have to see. So what do you think about all these changes? I ran a poll the other day on the channel and overwhelmingly positive that they are disappearing, and people do have the same worries that I do as well, because it certainly streamlines the economy of the game, frees up inventory slots, and gives dark fragments, phantasmal fragments, and here always pieces a new life, because I got loads of these and I've never used them at all. Now the only thing that concerns me is the acquisition of legendary shards themselves, whether or not we'll find ourselves running really low very fast. Ghost mods might be an answer to that, or even a weekly boosts. Maybe bring back the flashpoints that we used to have, where public events on certain destinations had a weekly or a daily boost in their rewards. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you think this is a good idea, or do you think in a few weeks into the season we're going to find ourselves completely skint and equally getting annoyed at being forced to do public events that feels a little stale because you've been doing the same one since 2017. Now I do have members of the channel, and here on the screen are the credits for my lovely tier 2 members. Thank you so much for your generosity. It is really much appreciated, and indeed thanks to all the Time Sausages members as well. It's absolutely fantastic, and you really do keep me chugging along. And don't forget, if you did enjoy the vid, a like and subscribe will be completely brilliant, and leave me a comment as well and let me know what you think about these big changes. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall speak to you all again very soon. Sausage out.